Welcome back, viewers. As you are well aware, the Amhara region has been engulfed in a protracted and intense conflict between the Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF, and the Amhara Fano forces, with numerous fronts witnessing relentless fighting. Despite circulating rumors to the contrary, the withdrawal of the ENDF from the Amhara region remains unsubstantiated, as the region continues to be a battleground. The most recent updates from credible sources indicate that a fierce battle has been raging between the ENDF and Fano forces in and around the town of Nefas, Mewcha. Reports suggest that the ENDF had a significant presence in the area, equipped with heavy weaponry and artillery. According to reports from Amhara sources, it has been confirmed that the Fano-Amhara forces successfully reclaimed Nefas Mewcha town, following a grueling and intensive confrontation with the ENDF. Nefas Mewcha is a substantial town located in northern Ethiopia within the Debab-Gonda zone of the Amhara region. It holds considerable significance in terms of population and is strategically situated along the B-22 highway. Furthermore, reports indicate that the conflict has now spilled beyond the city limits, with large numbers of ENDF prisoners being liberated by the advancing forces. It is important to note that these claims are sourced from Amhara Fano outlets, and as of now, visual evidence from Nefas Mewcha town remains elusive due to the prevailing internet and electricity blackouts in the region. In addition to the multifaceted developments occurring within the ongoing Ethiopian conflict, there are emerging reports that Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed is in the process of mobilizing a substantial contingent of troops for deployment to the Amhara region. These troop deployments, according to sources, encompass a considerable force of approximately 40,000 personnel from the Oromo Regional Force, along with an additional 25,000 soldiers drawn from the Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF. The complexity of the situation cannot be understated. Ethiopia has been mired in a protracted and deeply entangled conflict, with various armed groups, militias, and regional forces engaged across multiple fronts. This ongoing strife has not only shaken the stability of the nation, but has also reverberated throughout the Horn of Africa and garnered international attention. Notably, reports from sources affiliated with the Fano, an Amhara nationalist youth organization, suggest that the Amhara and Fano forces have notched several significant victories in their confrontations with the ENDF. These victories, as reported, have bolstered the morale and strategic position of these forces, potentially altering the dynamics of the conflict. In a significant development, it has been reported that the Ethiopian government has implicitly acknowledged the inadequacy of the first phase of its military campaign. This acknowledgement appears to have prompted a recalibration of the government's approach, with a new and intensified military campaign being planned for the Amhara region. This shift in strategy underscores the government's determination to reassert its control and authority over this critical region. The escalation of hostilities in the Amhara region is a matter of deep concern, both from a humanitarian perspective and due to the potential for further exacerbation of the conflict. The toll on civilians, who have already endured immense suffering and displacement, is a pressing issue that cannot be overlooked. Similarly, a concerning pattern has emerged in the actions of the Oromia Special Forces operating in the Amhara region. This pattern came to the fore when the Oromia Special Forces, with the backing of the Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF, took control of Auragadana town in the Amhara region. Eyewitness accounts from this incident paint a deeply troubling picture, one marred by allegations of violence against civilians, large-scale looting, and the deliberate destruction of homes and property. The aftermath of this takeover has resulted in a mass exodus of the remaining Amhara residents, who have been compelled to flee the town in the face of these harrowing developments. The reports of civilian casualties at the hands of the Oromia Special Forces are particularly distressing, as they underscore the toll that the ongoing conflict has exacted on innocent lives caught in the crossfire. Such incidents not only represent a grave violation of human rights, but also contribute to the deepening humanitarian crisis in the region. The large-scale looting and destruction of property further compound the suffering of the affected communities. Beyond the immediate loss of homes and possessions, these actions have long-term repercussions as they undermine the prospects for post-conflict recovery and the return of displaced residents to their homes and communities. The forced displacement of Amhara residents from Aura Godana town reflects a distressing reality in many conflict zones where civilians find themselves uprooted from their homes and forced to seek safety and refuge elsewhere. This displacement not only disrupts the lives and livelihoods of those affected, but also places additional strain on already overwhelmed humanitarian resources. The escalation of hostilities in the Amhara region is a matter of deep concern, both from a humanitarian perspective and due to the potential for further exacerbation of the conflict. The toll on civilians, who have already endured immense suffering and displacement, is a pressing issue that cannot be overlooked. These troubling reports serve as a stark reminder of the urgent need for concerted international efforts to address the root causes of the conflict in Ethiopia, promote a peaceful resolution, and ensure the protection of civilians caught in the midst of this devastating turmoil. The plight of those affected by the conflict underscores the importance of upholding human rights and humanitarian principles in the face of conflict and violence, as well as the imperative of seeking justice and accountability for those responsible for such atrocities. We are committed to keeping you informed with further updates as soon as they become available. The situation in the Amhara region is fluid and evolving rapidly, and we will continue to strive to provide you with accurate and timely information as it unfolds. Stay tuned for more updates on this ongoing and complex conflict. Subscribe now to stay updated and connected. When you hit that subscribe button, you're not just a viewer, you're part of a community, a digital family. It's a gesture that says, I want to be in the loop. I value this content. Practically, it ensures you won't miss out on new uploads. In today's fast-paced digital world, subscriptions act as your personalized content filter, delivering what you care about directly to your feed.